Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while learning this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, One Man Could Go There at Once. All right? Or one man go there at once. Slakia. Okay? And I'm going to be talking about the ministry, right? But I'm going to be focused on salvation because you have to work out your own salvation. And that's what I'm going to be talking about, working out your own salvation. Okay, because yes, we do have the body, we do have the brotherhood, okay, but this is a solo journey. All right, it's between you and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, building yourself up to be the best version spiritually, physically, so on and so forth that you can be. Okay, build yourself up to be the best version. All right, it all starts in the spirit. Brothers can't deliver you. Brothers is here for counsel. Okay, brothers can be there for you, but brothers can't physically open up the door to the kingdom and push you through. You have to work on that yourself. Okay, and you know, I got a picture here is like a metaphor. You know, that door leads to the kingdom of heaven. Okay, but you have to do what's required to make it to the kingdom. Okay, the Lord gave us the truth. It's your job to build on top of it. Okay, to build yourself up. You can't stay at level 1. You came in this truth 5 years ago and stay on level 1. The Lord's not dealing with somebody like that. You got to push yourself to get to the highest level possible by the time the Lord gets here. Okay, that's what's going to give you the best chance of salvation. Not doing a half-ass job or a mediocre job. Okay, it's going to take everything in you. Okay, but you have to work out your own. And that's the point. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to start off, okay, because I want to bring something else up. You have different people that come in this truth for the wrong reasons. To hang out, to go eat after camp, to party, you know. Isaiah 4:1, they're just hoping on that, which is a blessing. It's not about that, though. It goes deeper than 7 women take a hold of 1 man. It goes deeper than having spiritual power. Okay? Ultimately, we want to do what we can to please Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Then all the goodies is going to come. But you have to have your heart, your mind set on the right things. Not just a prophecy that makes you feel good. You have to know what you're involved in. You have to know that even death comes with this. Okay? It's not just a hangout. Oh, I'm a hangout, I'm a fellowship. Yeah, the scriptures say not to forsake the assembly, but it goes deeper than that. Okay? How is your relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Have you examined yourself recently? Okay, because you have to, self-examination is a must in this truth. Okay, a brother just did a lesson that hit me in the soul because I was like, damn, I meditate on that all the time. He said that if you don't examine yourself or get on yourself or cuss yourself out, are you really in the truth? Okay, I get on myself day in and day out like a hawk. Like a hawk. Okay, because that's what a righteous man would do. You look at your own faults. You don't just get on other brothers. I'm going to get on him. I'm going to get on him. I'm going to get on him. You look at yourself. Okay? It goes into that narrow straight gate, which is a path of difficulty, but only one man can go there at once. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to talk about that. Only one man can go in at once, working out your own salvation. So I'm going to start off in the book of Philippians. This is the book of Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but how much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because you got people that'll pretend, they act like they're a brother. Okay, oh yeah, shalom. You know, they act righteous around brothers, but when brothers ain't around, a demon, being wicked. Okay? Remember, the brotherhood cannot get you delivered. Okay, you have to work out your own salvation. Being around fellowship with brothers 5 days a week ain't going to get you a spot on the chariot. What scripture says that? Okay, the scriptures do say charity does cover a multitude of sins, but people like to take that out of context, man. They like to twist it and bend it. I spent charity, I spent 500. That'll get, you know, it goes deeper. It goes deeper because if the Lord gave you X amount of time to get right, and all you can say was you helped, you got brothers, a sandwich or something like that, How does that look? Okay, the Lord gave you 10 years. You believe. Okay, you do a video every blue moon. But all you have to show is just you get up. And you're not going to even be able to get up if you're not doing what you're supposed to. Okay? You only can hide under the rug for so long. You only can hide for so long. Okay? If you're not working out your own salvation with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and just doing a half-ass job, the Lord's going to see you. Okay? Because you see the last part. It says, but now much more in my absence, work out your own. See? Work out your own. It's not a group. Salvation with fear and trembling. Yes, we are a body, but we're lively stones. Okay? And I should have got that for this lesson. Every member is actively participating. Okay? Every member is actively participating. That's what we are in building the house. Okay? Everybody has to participate. I'm going to get this next. In the book of 2 Peter. And that's a page that's ripped in here. Let me see if it's in here. Let's see. 2 Peter 2. This verse. Yeah. 2 Peter 2. Or 2 Peter, Salakia. 2 Peter 1. And 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay? Constant effort to achieve that which is undertaken. Meaning your responsibility. Okay, you got to be constant in effort towards accomplishing your goal. Okay, constantly doing your videos, constantly in prayer. You know, fast when you need to. Okay? Talking to bros throughout the week. That's a part of being in the truth too. If bros don't ever hear from you, you just pop up as a Saturday brother. That's bugged out, man. Yes. Talking to bros is a part of your job too. And you should want to. Okay, what the hell else is there out here? These people is demons, man. What? You want to talk to a nigga you was in first grade with? Which there's nothing wrong with having, you know, friendships or whatever. But the body, the brotherhood comes before everything. Okay? So, let me see. 2 Peter. Here we go. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Okay? For if ye do these things, ye should never fail. And I was giving examples, bro. You know, if you stay constantly grinding in here, reading, studying. Number one is apply the scriptures to your life, okay? Because if you don't apply the scriptures to your life, it don't matter what you're doing, okay? But reading, studying, fast when you need to, okay? Taking care of your diet, everything, it all adds together, okay? It all adds together if you live in that lifestyle of a man of the Lord, okay? Which are some of the things that I named, okay? Because there's more to it than is that. But if you constantly go hard in this thing, okay, you're going to make your calling of election sure, man. Look at how hard Apostle Tahar goes. Apostle Gabar. They're making their calling of election sure. Okay? Apostle Rakah. You know, the elders. The elders in Connecticut. Okay, the elders where we at. Brothers where we at. Okay? Making their calling of election sure by staying consistent, by staying diligent. All right? And if you do that, you will not fail. Okay? See, if it was a group effort, it'd say something else. If thou goes around 5 witnesses 5 times a week, thou shalt have salvation. Or, you know, niggas wish that something like that was in there, but it's not. Okay. I'm gonna get this next in the book of Sirach. Okay. I'm gonna go to Sirach 43 and 30. When ye glorify Yahweh, exalt him as much as ye can. Okay? For even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength. Okay? That means all your effort. All your effort in this truth. Okay? You can't be lukewarm, like it talks about in the book of Revelation. You got to give this all your effort. That's all the Lord has accepted. You get 94%, the Lord ain't accepting that. Has to be 100% or better. It says, you know, it says, and be not weary, for you can never go far enough. You know, man, I did 5 lessons this week. I'm tired. I'm gonna just take it off. It's Wednesday, right? Just give an example. Or Thursday, you did 4 or 5 lessons by Thursday. I'm gonna just take the rest of the week off and eat chicken. Nah, man. Are you in a chariot yet? Okay. Has Babylon failed yet? What are you doing? All right. You're just as good as the last lesson you did. That's what I learned. You keep going. You know, a brother, one of the brothers, he has some really good videos. Lively Stones of GMS Lively Stones in Kansas City. Beautiful brother. He did a lesson entitled "Have That Next Play Mentality," meaning bow. You don't stop. You don't stop. You just keep going. You keep going. Elder Kazak, bow. Just keep going. Somebody, you know, another elder I watch. You know, one thing I noticed is they just bow. Keep going. Okay, because you can never go far enough, like the scripture said. You know, just keep going. You can't get weary. You can't. I'm tired. I want to give up. You know, that's turning your back on the plow. You know, when we're on the chariot, our job is done. Okay, and it's not even over when we get pulled off the street corners, because we still got to make it through Jacob's trouble to hold it down until then. You know, I'm gonna get this next in the book of 2 Ezra 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. Try to get to the point. 2 Ezra 7:7. The entrance thereof is narrow. It is set in a dangerous place. It's talking about the entrance, you know, going to the kingdom of heaven. But it says it's narrow, meaning the path of difficulty. Okay? It says it's set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were fire on the right hand, on the left of deep water. You know, the water, the dangers, the trouble, the fire, the afflictions, you know. Basically going to the kingdom is dangerous, man. The narrow straight gate is a path of difficulty and it's danger. Okay, you got, you know, the water on one side, and then you got the fire on the other side. Okay, but here's the point right here in verse 8. And one only path between them both. Okay, so there's only one way to get into the kingdom. Okay, and that way is a path of difficulty and a path of danger. There ain't no honey butter pecan cheesecake way to the kingdom. Okay, like people think that there ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble. It says even between the fire and the water, so small. Here's the point right here, that there could but one man go there at once. Meaning you have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is a solo journey. Yes, the brother here is here again. Okay, but you have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, just like I got in the beginning. Okay, matter of fact, having the fear of the Lord, okay, is the beginning of all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's one of the first things I learned when I came into the truth. Okay, but you know, retouching on that last part, but one man can go there at once. Okay, like I was saying, you have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. No other brother can get you into the kingdom. You have to work that out with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, you have to work your ass off. I just got off a 12-hour shift and I'm getting to the work, my real job. This is our real job. Okay, like it talks about in the book of Sirach, occupied prophecy. This is our occupation. Okay, so this is the book of 2 Timothy 2:15. Okay, study to show thyself approved. Did it say anything about other brothers can study for you, get you in the kingdom? They can do a lesson for you, get you into the kingdom? No. Study to show thyself, yourself, approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly to divide the word of truth. Yeah, you're not going to be ashamed if you bust your ass studying, because you're going to rightly divide the word. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't know what Revelation 13 means. I don't know what Daniel 7 means. You're going to be able to bring it out and rightly divide the word because you studied. You put time into this, man. Okay? This ain't no overnight thing. We didn't just study for 1 week and just go out there and start yelling at people like people think we do. It's deeper than that. Okay? So one of the ways that you're going to make it to the kingdom through that door, okay, is studying. You got to stay on top of your prayer. You got to stay on top of your lessons. Okay? Make sure your diet is Tawab. It's everything included. It's a lifestyle. Like one of my beloved brothers told me. It's a lifestyle. Okay? Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson with that. I'm going to say shalom.